from the perspective of a street cat named Scratch Whiskers. Have you ever lived next door to someone so scary, you had to sleep with one eye open even if you had 9 lives? What if I told you I made that beast my best ally? I wasn't always this bold, you know. I was born in a trash heap behind Mama Bintu's fried fish stand. No silver spoons. No warm laps. Just survival. My name? Scratch Whiskers. Because if you mess with me, you leave with scratches, and a lesson. Now, there was one reason I stayed on the west end of the alley and never crossed that invisible line. His name was Bruno. A dog so mean, he once barked and made a rat have a heart attack. I hated him. He was a loud, slobbering, muscled-up brute. And he hated cats. Me most of all. I didn't know why. Maybe I looked like his ex. But the problem started the night the humans brought a new gang to the block. The Steel Fang Crew. Led by a feline named Garbage Juice. Don't laugh, he earned that name licking battery acid and surviving. They weren't here to make friends. They were here to take over my alley. I tried to stand my ground. But one of them hissed, "We saw you steal that fish. Give it or we take a paw." I gulped. For the first time, I felt small. That night, I ran through every shortcut, leaped over every trash bin, until I ended up at Bruno's fence. I had a choice. Get shredded by the gang. Or risk Bruno's wrath. I climbed over. Bruno stopped barking. He stared at me. I stared at him. Then, something unbelievable happened. He didn't bite. He didn't growl. He sniffed me. And I, being me, played my final card. "You like sausages, don't you, big guy?" I tossed one over. He caught it mid-air. His eyes widened. It was over. I had him. I returned every night. Brought snacks. Told him stories. Even sang Who Let the Dogs Out with better lyrics. We became pals. Well, a truce at first. Then more. And then the gang came again. But this time, I wasn't alone. Bruno stepped out. No bark. Just presence. The air froze. Garbage Juice blinked. His crew backed up. Bruno bared his teeth. Mess with him, you mess with me. In that moment, I knew I had pulled the greatest trick in alley history. I turned the enemy into my bodyguard. Life was good. The gang kept their distance. Bruno was by my side. No more hiding, no more running. I walked like a boss through the alley. Until the night of the trap. I smelled it first, juicy grilled tilapia, no bones. Too perfect. Too easy. But Bruno sprinted toward it without a second thought. Clank. The ground shook. A metal cage dropped. Bruno was trapped. And from the shadows stepped Garbage Juice. "You think you're clever, Scratch?" He spat the words like spoiled milk. "You brought a dog to a cat fight. Cute. But now, you're alone again." I wanted to run. But my paws wouldn't move. I remembered how Bruno once stood for me. Now, it was my turn. I leapt. Claws first. Fangs second. Heart beating like a drum solo. I didn't care about odds. I fought for my friend. They swarmed. I bit. I scratched. I got hit. But I didn't fall. Because suddenly, Bruno barked. Loud. Violent. Shattering. He didn't need me. He needed a reason. And they gave him one. He broke the lock. He charged like thunder. The gang scattered like dry leaves in a storm. Garbage Juice tried to stand tall, until Bruno growled. One bark. And the king of alley bullies peed himself. The fight was over. We were bruised. We were bleeding. But we were together. That night, as the stars blinked above, Bruno looked at me and grunted. "You're not bad, for a cat." We never said much after that. But we didn't need to. Respect doesn't always come from birthright. Sometimes, it's earned claw by claw. Bruno became more than a bodyguard. He became family. We protected our alley. We shared our food. We even fought off a rat uprising together, but that's another story. And if you ever pass by Mama Bintu's fish stand, and you hear a bark followed by a purr, just know, we're still here. Watching. Guarding. Together. You don't need to be the strongest in the alley, just the smartest. And sometimes, your enemy is just a friend in disguise. Scratch Whiskers. If this story made you smile, meow, or laugh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Meow Cat Diaries. Hit the bell so you never miss our next tail wagging tale.